Did you know that the places where you store your money could be limiting your financial abundance? It's possible that, without even realizing it, you've been storing your savings in spots that don't just fail to encourage prosperity, they may actually be attracting scarcity and bad luck into your life. In this video, we'll explore 7 key areas of your home that, according to Buddhist teachings, could be interfering with the flow of wealth and financial well-being in your life. And that's not all. I'll also share real-life stories that show how these spaces can surprisingly block your money flow in ways you never expected. Stick around until the end, because what you're about to learn could transform your relationship with money and redefine your financial future. Small changes in how you manage and store your money can open up new doors to prosperity and success. Before we dive in, I invite you to leave a comment below with the affirmation, "I attract wealth and prosperity into my life." Doing this will send a powerful signal to the universe, aligning your thoughts and actions with your financial goals. Don't miss this opportunity to strengthen your path toward success. 1. The places where you store your money can affect your financial abundance. Did you ever consider that the way you store your money could be impacting your financial success? The connection between our environment and energy is well documented, especially in philosophies like Buddhism, where the flow of energy plays a crucial role in our lives. When you keep your money in certain areas of your home, you might inadvertently be limiting the flow of prosperity. Money, like any form of energy, needs an environment where it can grow, move freely, and multiply. If you store it in places that are chaotic, stagnant, or filled with negative energy, it can actually hinder the flow of wealth into your life. Think of your money as a plant. If it's kept in a space that's cluttered, dark, or filled with stagnant energy, it won't thrive. But when it's stored in a place that is clean, organized, and aligned with positive energy, it can start to grow and prosper. If we start to pay attention to the way we treat our finances and where we keep them, we can actively change the energy around money and attract more abundance into our lives. 2. There are 7 key areas in your home that could interfere with your economic well-being. Your home is not just a place of physical shelter, but also a space that holds the energy of your life, including your financial energy. In the Buddhist teachings, it's believed that every area of your home can influence various aspects of your life, including wealth and prosperity. From the kitchen to the bathroom, and even to areas like your basement, each location has the potential to either enhance or block the flow of energy in your life. For example, keeping money in places filled with clutter or negative associations can subtly create obstacles to wealth. The key is to understand which areas are aligned with positive energy and which ones are not. By identifying the 7 main spots that can be problematic for your finances, you can begin to transform your environment, making it a more supportive space for financial growth. The goal isn't just to store money, it's about creating an environment that helps the energy of money flow freely and supports the abundance you desire. These 7 areas will be key to unlocking a prosperous mindset and boosting your financial well-being. 3. Storing money under the bed can block the circulation of prosperity energy. Many people believe that storing their money in hidden places, like under the bed, will keep it safe and secure. However, this is actually one of the worst things you can do if you want to invite more abundance into your life. In Buddhist teachings, the bed is considered a place of rest and tranquility, a space for personal rejuvenation. However, it's also a space that symbolizes stillness and inactivity. When you place your money under the bed, you're essentially trapping it in a space that's dormant and inactive. Money, like water, needs to flow and circulate to stay vibrant and multiply. If it's hidden away in a still place, it's deprived of the energetic movement that allows it to grow. This stagnation creates a block in the flow of prosperity in your life, keeping the energy of money from moving freely. The more we hold on to money in places that symbolize rest and stillness, the more we may notice that our financial flow also feels stagnant or blocked. It's time to rethink the way we store our wealth and choose locations that encourage vitality, growth, and the free circulation of energy. 4. The energy you store under the bed becomes stagnant, as if the money is asleep. Imagine your money as living energy. It thrives on movement, growth, and change. When you place money under your bed, it's essentially like putting it to sleep. The space under the bed is associated with rest, a time when all activity pauses and everything is at a standstill. In terms of energy flow, this lack of movement creates stagnation. When you store your money in a space like this, you may be inadvertently blocking the natural flow of abundance into your life. It's as if you've confined your money to a resting state where it can't grow, multiply, or create opportunities for you. The energy of money, according to Buddhist principles, needs to be treated with respect and placed in a location that encourages vitality and activity. This means that under the bed is not the ideal place for your financial prosperity. Instead, consider placing your money in an environment that reflects the flow of abundance, where the energy is active and positive. If you want your finances to grow, they need to be kept in a space that nurtures their potential. 1. The kitchen is not a good place to store money, as it is a chaotic space. The kitchen may seem like a convenient place to store money because it's often a central area of the home, but it's actually one of the worst spaces for this purpose. The kitchen is an environment filled with constant activity, heat, and transformation. It's a space where raw ingredients are turned into nourishing meals, and in that process, energy is constantly shifting. This makes the kitchen a space of transformation, not stability or abundance. The energy in the kitchen is chaotic, with many different elements combining, moving, and interacting. This creates a disruption that doesn't align with the calm and stability that money requires. Money is a form of energy, and energy needs a stable, nurturing environment in which to grow. The energy in a kitchen, on the other hand, is one of constant change, where things are heated, mixed, and often disposed of. Keeping money in this type of space exposes it to the chaos and disorganization that surround it. Instead, consider storing your money in a calm, serene location, somewhere that reflects stability, focus, and clarity. Your financial energy deserves to be placed in an environment that fosters peace and balance, not one that's perpetually in motion and cluttered with the busy energy of meal prep and cooking. 2. Kitchen drawers accumulate clutter, creating barriers to the flow of abundance. When it comes to kitchen storage, the drawers are notorious for becoming disorganized over time. It's common for kitchen drawers to accumulate a hodgepodge of utensils, old receipts, rubber bands, and various items that have no specific place. This clutter creates a barrier to the smooth flow of energy, especially when it comes to money. In Buddhist teachings, the key to prosperity is maintaining clarity and order. Chaos and disorganization are seen as obstacles to abundance because they trap energy, preventing it from moving freely. If your money is stored in a drawer that is filled with old papers, kitchen gadgets, or random objects, you're essentially surrounding your wealth with stagnant energy. Money needs to be in an environment that supports its growth, and that environment is one of order, clarity, and focus. A cluttered kitchen drawer symbolizes a lack of clarity, which reflects how you might be feeling about your finances. The energy surrounding money in such a space becomes trapped, and that energy doesn't support the natural flow of abundance. Consider clearing out these cluttered drawers and creating a space dedicated solely to important things, like your finances. This simple act can help shift your mindset, allowing you to treat your money with the respect and care it deserves, while fostering a positive energy flow that attracts prosperity. 3. Money needs to be in an organized space to thrive, not in a disordered environment. The way we store our money says a lot about how we view it. If we treat it casually by tossing it in disorganized or cluttered spaces, we are subconsciously sending a message that we don't value our financial resources. According to Buddhist teachings, energy flows best in environments that are clean, tidy, and organized. This applies not only to physical spaces, but also to our approach to money. Money needs to be in a space that reflects the energy of abundance, orderly, calm, and focused. An organized space creates an energetic alignment with prosperity, where things can grow, thrive, and multiply. On the other hand, when money is stored in places that are disorganized, like a cluttered drawer or a messy shelf, the energy of abundance gets blocked. This disorganization symbolizes a lack of control or awareness over one's finances, which can lead to missed opportunities and stagnation. In order to cultivate financial growth, it's important to place your money in a location that promotes clarity and structure. This doesn't necessarily mean a fancy safe, but rather a clean, organized space where you can access your money with ease and intention. By doing so, you are fostering an environment that supports wealth and prosperity. When you treat your money with respect and place it in an organized setting, you create the conditions for it to thrive and multiply in your life. 4. Storing money in the bathroom is related to the flow of elimination, not accumulation. The bathroom is a space designed for cleansing and elimination. It is where we rid ourselves of waste, both physically and energetically. In terms of energy flow, the bathroom represents a place where things are released, flushed away, and removed from the body and environment. This is not an energy that aligns with the concept of accumulating or preserving wealth. Storing money in the bathroom, therefore, places your finances in a location associated with elimination, which can subconsciously communicate that you're willing to let your wealth go or let it flow away. In Buddhist teachings, money is considered a form of energy, and just as water flows through the plumbing system to eliminate waste, your money is subject to the same flow. If it is stored in the bathroom, it risks being carried away like waste, rather than being nurtured and allowed to grow. The energy of the bathroom contradicts the nurturing environment required for prosperity. Instead of keeping your money in a space designed for elimination, store it in a location that symbolizes accumulation, growth, and care. Choose a place that is dedicated to maintaining positive energy, a place where your wealth can remain protected and respected. By shifting where you keep your money, you're aligning with the flow of prosperity and creating a stronger foundation for your financial well-being. 1. The bathroom is a place associated with purification and disposal, not prosperity. The bathroom is a space dedicated to cleansing and eliminating what is no longer necessary. From a symbolic standpoint, it represents the release of waste and toxins from our bodies, both physical and energetic. In many spiritual traditions, including Buddhism, water is seen as a cleansing force that helps to purify and eliminate unwanted energy. While this makes the bathroom essential for personal hygiene, it also associates the space with the removal of things from our lives, rather than the accumulation or nurturing of new things. This is why storing money in the bathroom can be problematic from an energetic standpoint. Money, which is a form of energy itself, requires a space where it can be nurtured and allowed to grow, not one where it might be disposed of, metaphorically. The energy of the bathroom is one of release and elimination, quite the opposite of the abundant, growing energy that money requires. Keeping your wealth in a bathroom can therefore unconsciously signal that you are letting go of financial opportunities or that your wealth is destined to flow away rather than be preserved or multiplied. It's important to recognize the symbolic energy in the spaces we use for storage. To truly nurture your wealth, it should be stored in a space that reflects stability, prosperity, and the active potential for growth. A bathroom is not that space. It is a place for purification and letting go, not for accumulation or the flourishing of financial well-being. 2. The storage room or basement is a place where energy is trapped and does not flow. A storage room or basement often represents a place where things are forgotten, abandoned, or stored away for future use. These spaces are typically not places of regular activity or attention, which means that the energy in these areas can become stagnant and stuck over time. In a home, these areas are usually dark, filled with old items, and sometimes neglected. This lack of energy movement is one of the reasons why storing money in these areas can be detrimental to your financial energy. Money, like all energy, needs to flow freely and consistently to grow and multiply. If you store it in a space that's dark, isolated, and filled with forgotten items, you are essentially trapping the energy of your money in a stagnant environment. The lack of flow in these spaces symbolically reflects how your money may be stuck or not moving forward. Just as you might store old clothes, broken furniture, or unused items in a basement or storage room, your finances could be trapped in a similar energy. This could manifest as a feeling of stagnation in your financial situation, where opportunities seem few and financial growth is slow or blocked. By keeping your money in a space where energy doesn't circulate, you could be unconsciously creating a barrier to the abundance you desire. For your money to grow, it needs to be placed in a place that encourages positive energy flow. Well-lit, active, and purposefully organized spaces are ideal. 3. Forgotten objects in the basement reflect stagnant energy that can block the flow of money. The basement is often a dumping ground for items that no longer serve a purpose, but for various reasons we hold onto them. Whether it's broken furniture, old clothes, or sentimental objects, these things tend to accumulate in the basement and gather dust over time. The energy of these forgotten objects is stale and stagnant, and that's exactly the type of energy that can hinder the flow of money. Money, as a form of energy, requires a certain level of dynamism and movement to grow. If it's surrounded by objects that have been left to collect dust and have no active purpose, that energy will remain stuck, much like the objects themselves. This stagnant environment reflects a deeper energetic blockage that could be affecting your ability to attract financial opportunities and abundance. In the same way that the basement stores items that have been disregarded and abandoned, your money could be trapped in a space where it is no longer able to move, multiply, or grow. Instead of holding on to items that have outlived their usefulness, it's essential to create space, both physically and energetically, for new opportunities. By removing the old and clearing out the forgotten objects from your basement or storage area, you allow for energy to move more freely and for your financial resources to find new opportunities to flow. Just as cleaning up physical clutter can bring clarity, clearing stagnant energy from your financial environment can open up pathways for greater prosperity. 4. Money should be stored in places that are alive with energy and activity, not in inactive and forgotten spaces. In order to create an environment that supports the growth and flourishing of wealth, it's important to recognize that money is not just a physical object, it is a form of energy. And like any other type of energy, it thrives in spaces that are alive, dynamic, and full of positive movement. Storing money in a space that is inactive or forgotten, such as a basement, attic, or storage room, creates an energetic disconnect. Money, when placed in these stagnant spaces, becomes trapped in an environment where it cannot move freely or grow. On the other hand, when money is kept in a location that is vibrant and active, where energy flows and where things are in motion, it aligns with the natural flow of abundance. Just as plants need sunlight, water, and fresh air to thrive, your finances need a similar environment to grow and prosper. This doesn't mean that you need a lavish or ostentatious place to store your money, but it does require an environment that encourages movement, clarity, and purpose. By choosing a space that is well organized, clean, and filled with positive energy, you're inviting more prosperity into your life. Energy flows where attention goes, and when you store your money in places that reflect vitality, you signal to the universe that your wealth is something worth nurturing and protecting. Let go of old, forgotten spaces and opt for areas of your home that are filled with life, movement, and positive energy. This small shift can have a profound impact on the flow of abundance into your life. As we've explored today, the spaces we choose to store our money can greatly influence our financial energy. Whether it's the bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, or basement, every corner of your home carries a certain vibration, and those vibrations can either nurture or hinder your wealth. If you've noticed any of these patterns in your own space, now is the perfect time to make a change. Start by creating an environment where your money is surrounded by energy that encourages growth, movement, and abundance. Take a moment to look around your home. Are there places that might be blocking the flow of your prosperity? Perhaps it's time to clear out old items, reorganize your storage spaces, and find areas that can better support your financial journey. Remember, small changes in your physical environment can lead to big shifts in your financial life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and share it with anyone you think could benefit from this advice. And if you're ready to dive deeper into transforming your financial mindset and surroundings, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more insightful tips and strategies. Now, it's your turn. Take action and create an environment that nurtures your financial abundance. Drop a comment below and let me know which areas of your home you're planning to focus on, or share any success stories if you've already started making these changes. Let's continue this journey to prosperity together.